army's attempt to breach the Empire's defenses and gain the Isles of Ark has failed yet again.
Only because your fleet has proved as impotent as a eunuch on laying night. Would you rather we simply fell back to the capital?
Enough, both of you. All here agree that the Empire cannot be allowed to maintain its illegitimate claim on the Dominion. However, our casualties mount with each passing day.
There is a literal sea twixt you and your prize. The armies of Sanbreque need but sit back and watch as you harmlessly lap against their walls. They are dug in like ticks and seek to draw out this siege, knowing the capital's stores are nigh bottomless. And what of our wise rulers? Goaded into war without any thought as to what chaos it might reap. Republican soldiers starve while waiting for orders from Randalar.
If you would but take the field, their bellies would be full by nightfall.
If I take the field, so too will Bahamut, and our duel will shake the island to its foundations. Instead of liberating the Dominion, you would doom it to destruction. Unless that is what you desire.
If our learned advisor has a solution to propose, we should be glad to consider it.
Is that the Emperor's?
What is the meaning of this, Lord Kupka?
What it means is that I am disinclined to advise you any longer. Ah, the looks on their faces when you walked through those doors. A perfect picture of stupefaction. They could not believe their eyes. Though I confess, I had my own doubts whether or not you would accept my invitation. Such shocking news. Sid isn't a son of a whore. He's the son of an empress. Your own dear Clive.
Absurd. Who fed you these lies? I have never spent a moment among criminals, save at the gallows. I came here with my son, not to entertain your baseless accusations, but to put an end to the senseless hostilities between our nations.
Very well. You need only agree to the terms I set out. Sid took the life of someone dear to me, a woman by the name of Benedicta. I swore to take his in turn. This would not be disagreeable to you, I take it. You would finally be rid of the stain on your noble name. In return, I will leave Sanbreque in your capable hands. Your Imperial Majesty.
And all for the love of a common whore. Dominant or no, one cannot hide one's breeding. And beasts will ever belong with beasts. There are greater things in store for you, my darling Olivier. Soon enough, you shall be the crown prince of Sambrec. And when your father goes to meet Great Griga, you shall be emperor of all you survey. The old order shall come tumbling down, and you will rebuild the world in your glorious image. Soon.
She's been in there for hours. Something must be wrong.
What do you need? What's something for you, dear? Clive? Things here, right? Nah. Must have been hot. I know how hard it can be. So, what'll it be? And how am I meant to do that, then? Anything else?
Oh, bother. Whatever am I to do now, Clark?
About what?
I've 2 dresses that need stitching, but I haven't got a scrap of linen. Those girls' rags are so threadbare. And we most certainly cannot have that. A certain amount of decorum must be maintained. Even you wouldn't want the poor things going without decent clothes.
Of course not. What could...
Oh, aren't you a... You see, I've paid for 2 bolts of cloth from the drapers in Northreach, blue and red. But they don't deliver, not to places that aren't on the map anyway, so I'll need... some.
And... you'd have...
I would. And don't let them fob you off with anything less than what I paid for. 1 bolt of blue and 1 of red. I expect them both. They said they'd give us new clothes.
Our man in Dalamil mentioned that Kupka's guard hadn't been...
I've done what I can, but the rest is up to you. You need to start taking better care of yourself.
Understood. And thank you.
The curse has spread. Make sure she rests.
If it hurts, you can tell me, you know. I'll understand.
I can bear it.
But you shouldn't have to. Not anymore.
This isn't just your struggle, Clive. It's ours. And when we see how hard you fight, it inspires us to do the same. Or would you rather we left you to save the world all on your own?
No. That's not... Ignore me.
Clive, where are you?
In here.
What's wrong?
Rosaria's under attack.
What?
This isn't the Dalmekian army we're talking about. It's the men of the Rock from Drake's Fang. Hugo Kupka's private guard. There is in hell in Rosalith, trying to batter down the castle gates.
Looking for me.
Seems that way. Reckon old Hugo has finally worked out who Sid really is.
Then this is just another trap.
Ah, it's a trap, all right. The daddy of all fucking traps.
I'm going to Rosalith.
You're not serious. That's exactly what he wants you to do, Clive.
Look. I don't know why Kupka harbors such a grudge against Sid. But as long as it's left to fester, our world will never know peace. He has dragged the rest of Storm into this pointless war just to find me. Besides which, I am not about to stand and watch while my home gets ground into the dirt. Hugo Kupka must die.
I've lost enough friends to that man already. I don't want to lose any more. So let's go and kill the bastard.
I'm coming too. After all, we're in this together.
All right. I should probably speak to Otto before leaving. We need to know what we're getting ourselves into.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Look at this place.
Let's hope the Draper has Hortense's cloth.
Might I interest you?
Just some linen. 2 bolts. Already paid for in full.
Apologies, my lord.
But your items aren't here. They were due to arrive on a caravan from Boklad, but there's been little traffic on the road these past few... My mother thinks it might be bandits, but she always thinks it's
It usually is. So I assume the caravan...
Yes, hopefully carrying all manner of spice and sundries. Wait, you aren't thinking of...
Going to find it. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Oh.
Good girl.
Faster! That damn bird's a menace!
Whoa, she meant nothing by it, I swear.
Who's gonna buy my wares now? State your animals left them in.
But they hardly damaged us all.
Is there something wrong?
If you're a bandit come to steal my stuff, you're gonna be sorely disappointed.
But it was you who stepped into my path.
Only after that feather-brain trampled me, I demand recompense. Be it in coin or the items you carry. Refuse, and I shall report you to the garrison and see you hang.
These goods are expected in Northreach. I mean, they're not mine to give away.
You wouldn't happen to be on your way from Boklad, would you?
I am, but did someone from the market send you? Please, you have to help me. I can pay whatever you ask.
So the fool has protection. And coin, too. Sorry, friend, but we'll be the ones taking it. Oi! Killer! It's time to collect.
I told you not to call me that. And we'd have already collected if you hadn't insisted we'd put on this little act.
Bandits!
As I told one of your customers, it usually is. Let's get this over with.
I'll deal with the bird lover. You take the handsome one, killer.
Stop calling me that!
Fire and flame! All right. You made your point. Killer my arse.
Did he hurt you?
No, thankfully. He seemed intent on letting the bandit do his dirty work. My shipment is safe, and my livelihood with it. You must allow me to reward...
We can speak of that once you're safe in Northreach. I'll accompany.
So, you and my mother were right. It is always bandits.
And were it not for the kindness of our... Now, if you don't mind, I have a pressing appointment at the Vale before...
Oh, I almost forgot. I suppose you'll be wanting your linen. You'll be happy to know both bolts arrived safely along with the rest of the delivery. Free of charge.
Are you sure?
My mother would insist. It's the least we can do for the man who saved our shipment.
That's that done then. Now it's back to Hortense with her cloth.
Clive.
Don't worry. I believe this will more than...
Let's see here. One bolt of red, one bolt of blue. What's this? I don't recall ordering any silk or velvet or... Is this gold work? Krieger's ghost. If that devilet of a draper expects me to pay for these...
You needn't worry on that score, Hortense. They were a gift. I can always return them if you like.
Oh, no. Oh, there's no need to be hasty now, Clive. I'm sure I can put all three to good use.
I don't know. This one, I suppose?
I've a mind to give a piece to Jill. Did you know she's quite the little seamstress?
I know needlecraft was amongst her lessons at the castle.
Her lessons? Oh, that's right. The two of you were raised together in Rosalith, weren't you?
Not quite together, but... When my father put down the uprising in the Northern Territory, Jill was taken as a ward to ensure that her father, the Silvermane, would keep the peace.
She's an honest-to-goodness princess then, isn't she? I could tell, you know. Some people just have that air about them. Not many round here, mind. I'd offered to sew her something that might better suit her station. But she'd most likely turn me down, as she always does. Tell me not to waste the fabric when it's better used on the children.
Don't take it the wrong way. She certainly seems to be attached to the last outfit you made her.
Oh, sometimes I think she never takes it off.
Or perhaps she'll make something for herself with your gift. Either way, I'm sure she won't turn...
We'll see, I suppose.
Lady Hortense said she'd give us our dresses soon. Said they'd be made of linen.
Not sackcloth. I've never had a dress made of linen.
We must be ready to leave for Rosalith at a moment's notice.
Gov gave you the news, then?
We're leaving for Rosalith. But not before I know exactly what's going on. What have we heard?
All sorts. Nobody was expecting the Delmex to open up a new front against the Empire, least of all our friends in the provinces. Reports have been rolling in from all over the place, with no two saying the same thing. I've been passing them on to Vivian, in the hope she can make sense of them. If you're set on going, you'll want to talk to her.
Understood.
Ah, if it isn't my fate. Let's see now. Where did we leave? Well, this is a surprise. My lectures are rarely so well attended.
You know what they say? A little knowledge, can't hurt?
We're going to Rosalith to deal with Kupka. What's the situation there?
Whoa there, Lord Rosfield. I'm sure you're champing at the bit to return to your roost. But to fully understand the present situation, one must first understand how it came to be.
Let us begin with the story of Hugo Kupka, or the permanent economic advisor to the Dalmekian government, to give him his formal title. In a republic founded on commerce, there could hardly be a more influential position. It has granted him both extraordinary wealth and extraordinary power. Not that he ever wanted for the latter. Being Titan's dominant, he is also Dalmekia's last line of defense, a fact he has used to his considerable advantage. Why, he was even able to pry Drake's Fang, one of the pillars of the Republic, from Parliament's grip. And he was quick to buy the loyalty of the Fang's protectors. Today they are his faithful creatures, a private army in all but name. The self-same army that marches upon Rosarian soil as we speak. By which I mean Imperial soil, not that you need reminding of the fact. Suffice it to say, the Empire's attentions are elsewhere at present, deadlocked as it is with Dalmekia over its occupation of the Crystalline Dominion, where its legions are now gathered. Scarcely a handful of garrisons remain to secure its western provinces, and half of them left after the fall of Drake's Breath. With the threat of the Ironblood thus diminished, they had little cause to fear a maritime invasion. And so today, only a token force guards the former Duchy shores, as Kupka was quick to descry. He landed his troops on the Rosarian coast without encountering so much as a single ship. All for you, Clive. He wants your head. And so he and his men advance upon Rosalith, not to capture the province, but to draw you out.
You said Kupka's forces sailed up the coast. What of Port Isolde, then? Is the city safe?
Quite, according to the Guardians of the Flame. The Dalmekian fleet floated by without incident. But not without remark. When they learned Kupka's forces were making for Rosalith, our friends were quick to begin arranging the exodus of her citizens. And so the stage will soon be set for your heroic homecoming, alas. It will be a more trying task to enter the capital than it was to leave it. Hugo's men hold Buet Bridge, despite the Imperials' repeated attempts to wrest it back from their grasp. And they were careful not to repeat the Empire's mistake in neglecting their coastal defenses. The seas around Rosalith are firmly under Dalmekian control. So tell me, pupil mine, what do you believe to be the best route to Rosalith?
The north. We cross the northern border near Phoenix Gate, then take the road through Stillwind down to the capital. Hardly the quickest route, but at least we won't be spotted.
A little local knowledge goes a long way. And so much...
We'd best get a move on that.
Oh. Will you be going too?
Aye. I've been waiting a long time to give that fucker a taste of his own medicine. I would have missed this for the world.
All right. We should be on our way.
Lead on.
Take care, Clive. Hugo Kupka.
Sid, I know that when we came to the hideaway, we chose to let go of our past in order that we might...
We did?
Nonetheless, I was wondering if... Well, I know you are from Rosaria, and apparently the Duchy is home to all manner of curative herbs found nowhere else in the realm. Among them is a flower called a morganbeard that increases the...
I can't say that I've had much practice healing.
A shame. You see, the hideaway relies heavily upon when those shipments are late. If we could find this flower and learn to grow it here... However, as you are well aware, Imperial occupation has rendered the roads unsafe for those like me. Now, I'm not asking the busiest man in the hideaway to drop everything and make the journey for me, but if you happen to be in the Duchy on...
Tell me...
But of course, if my old tomes are to be believed, the flowers are bright yellow and as large as goblins' eyes. Oh, and they grow in the marshes of Sorrowwise. If I am to propagate them here in the backyard, I will require several samples, preferably of blooms which have already gone to... And before I forget, I do seem to recall learning in the course of my research that their odor has the tendency to attract unsavory...
Thank you for sticking with us.
Those of us who are still here have to look after each other.
It'll take ages to tidy all this stuff up.
When did you get so big?
All right, Sid.
Come on. Faster! The marshes near the Abbey are certainly damp. Let's see if they're damp enough for morganbeards. Size of a goblin's eye. Not this goblin. He certainly wasn't wrong about them being attracted to the flowers, though. bright yellow. These are our Morgan beards, all right. Well, I've gone to this much trouble. There's something familiar about this scent. It reminds me of home. Hopefully this will be enough. I've had my fill of goblins.
Take care, Clive. Hugo Kupka's proper nasty like. And clever, too.
It is rare that we see you so often.
I found your flowers.
Yes, wonderful. Did you have any trouble?
Finding them was the easy part, but it's odd. They remind me... I don't remember these flowers specifically, but we must have grown them in the castle garden. If the petals are meant to improve the effectiveness of medicines, it's possible that the court physicers grew them for the tinctures and treatments they made my brother.
If the ducal healers were convinced of their properties, that is all the more reason to begin growing our own supply here. Oh, allow me to use some of the flowers you brought me to make something that might aid you on your travels. I need only a moment to extract the essence from the petals. And here we are. A phial of pure Morganbeard extract. A single drop added to any one of your restoratives will increase its potency. At least I hope it will.
Fortify the castle gates at once.
Hugo and his men have been busy. They've already breached the castle's outer wall. The Imperials are holding the ground for now, but it's only a matter of time before the keep falls. Those fuckers really went to town on this place. Almost like they want to wipe it off the map.
Just a means to an end.
All this for one man? They didn't have to go so far.
If you keep your wits about you. I reckon you can make it up to the castle without raising the alarm. I'll sniff out any townsfolk who haven't escaped yet and send them on their way.
Be careful.
Likewise. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
I thought I was ready for this, but...
I know. It's like a nightmare. This was our home. Come on, Clive. We have to keep going.
This isn't an invasion. It's a massacre.
He'll stop at nothing, Clive. Nothing.
Why do this?
Clive, we can get through here. Murderers!
There's only one fitting punishment.
I yield!
Look what we have here.
Gentlemen!
Escape!
Out of our way! Come on, take him!
Get out of my city, or die!
We're nearly at the castle. It ends there.
Remember, we take him alive. Stay down. Farewell.
Set her loose!
They have a curl.
Attack!
Ready?
What do you think?
It's building up to something.
We need to stop it. Whatever it takes. It's down!
Then let's make this count.
Jill!
We meet at last, Sid. Or should I say, Lord Rosfield? I've been looking for you for a very long time.
Let her go, Kupka.
I'm so glad you accepted my invitation. I went to some trouble with the decorations. Do you like what I've done with the place?
Bastard!
Such a pity your predecessor couldn't join us. But I am sure you will prove compelling company. Be still, little snowflake. I would not have you melt before your starring moment. On to the festivities.
That's just great, that is. I suppose it's up to me then.